Hello everyone, my name is Brendan Snyder. Thank you so much for joining me and welcome to Top 10 Box Sets of 2021. So box sets are big business these days and 2021 has been another really good year, providing some great box sets for us to go through here. Things like deluxe album editions, album collections, rarities, B-sides, outtakes, alternate takes, album remixes, unreleased recordings, and more. But before we dive into all of that, if you are new to my channel and haven't already hit the subscribe button, please click the button. Also leave a comment, hit like, all those things help support my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And of course, as an added bonus, by subscribing, you'll be able to stay up to date on all that's going on in the world of music, just like this with the top 10 box sets of 2021. All right, first one up here coming in at number 10, Skid Row, the Atlantic Years, celebrating the band's 35th anniversary. They started in 1986, and this here collects together the recorded output from Atlantic Records and spans from 1989 to 1995. I know the box set says 1996, but they didn't actually record anything in 1996. So, features 5 discs. Each one has its own booklet in it. And each one of these discs is in its own digipack kind of a thing, so it is not just the slim line album replica type thing. It is a full disc and digipack holder for it. And so 3 albums, 2 EPs. One of those EPs is Subhuman Beings on Tour, which at the time was a Japanese-only released EP when it first came out, so it is making its worldwide debut here. So there is some unreleased material for most people out there that didn't order that Japanese edition when it first came out. All right, coming in at number 9, Enuff's Enough, Never Enough, Rarities and Demos. It is a 3 CD box set, clamshell style, that lifts off the top like this. It does have a booklet, and then the 3 discs that are in here are in individual sleeves themselves. And so this has 40 previously unreleased demo recordings, very good quality throughout on this, no tape hiss or pops, things like that. Disc 1 is McNulty's Basement from 1983. This was a friend of a parent's house kind of a thing where they recorded. Disc 2 is called 2231 Prairie Street. No year was given for this one here, and it was the band's apartment where they were living at the time. I believe these are each sequentially ordered here. So disc 3, Longwood Towers, again, no year, but should be the newest of all of the recordings. These were 8-track recordings, most professional ones done on tape at this time. All of these very good sounding though, worth checking out, all of them unreleased, so very cool. All right, coming in at number 8, we've got R.E.M. New Adventures in Hi-Fi, celebrating its 25th anniversary. This one here also clamshell style box like this. It's got the book on top. There is postcards and things in here as well, and a 24 by 24 inch poster included in this one. So 10th studio album, originally released in 1996, featuring 2 CDs, as I mentioned. Disc 1 is the album remastered, and Disc 2 features 13 tracks of B-sides, demos, alternate takes, and live recordings. And those B-sides and demos on here are pretty cool. It's almost like having another album, the way you can listen to that and enjoy those different tracks that are on there. Okay, coming in at number 7, David Bowie, Width of a Circle, serves as a companion album to the 1970 album The Man Who Sold the World. This is a 2-disc set. You can see the breakdown on the tracks there. It is a book style, so it does open up like this, and then you get the book and the stuff in the middle of it as so, which is very nice, and you can see the 2 discs there on the back side of it. So 2 CDs, 33 songs total on here, including 21 unheard recordings from 1970, non-album singles, BBC concert sessions, music that was for a TV play, and there's some new remixes by Tony Visconti on here that are definitely worth checking out. Okay, coming in at number 6, The Doors, LA Woman, 50th anniversary of this great album here from 1971. Final to feature Jim Morrison on vocals. It is a limited edition, numbered edition at that. Includes 3 CDs and 1 LP. The CD 1 and LP are the original album itself, newly remastered, but discs 2 and 3, that's where it's really at, the LA Woman sessions. So it features over 2 hours of unreleased studio outtakes, allowing the listener to experience the progression of each song as it developed within the studio. It really focused on the groove as opposed to worrying about the perfection that could be attributed to a studio. And so you get a real fly on the wall type experience hearing these. And then there's a nice book in here that's done by David Frick that explores the making of the album. And so when this opens up here, you can see the 3 discs in the back. The vinyl and the book are behind this portion of it here. And there you go. That's the box set. All right, coming in at number 5, we've got Whitesnake, Restless Heart, 25th anniversary of this album. It was the 9th studio album, originally coming out in 1997. So I know it is a year early, but that is how David Coverdale has chosen to do this here. This one here is a lift top box like that with all the goodies that are underneath it, posters, book, things like that. This one here originally only released in Japan. Later it did get a European release, but it never was released in the US. So a lot of people are hearing this album for the first time this way. Featured guitarist Adrian Vandenberg from the band Vandenberg, of course. And this one here has 4 CDs and 1 DVD. So disc 1 is newly remixed and embellished version of the album, turning it into an official Whitesnake album because it was recorded as David Coverdale's solo album and then later changed to a Whitesnake album. Disc 2 is a new 2021 remaster of it. Disc 3 is called Dancing on the Titanic, which has early arrangements, alternate versions, things like that. Disc 4 is called Evolutions, and this one features demos different than the early arrangements of it, more fleshed out versions than that. And Disc 5 is a DVD that features music videos, behind the scenes content, making of, stuff like that. And just to show you a little more of what's inside the box here, as I mentioned, there is a poster. We do get this book that's on top here, but we get a really nice hardcover book that's in here as well. And then we've got all of the discs under it like that, and that's the box set. So very nicely done. Next one up here, number 4, Black Sabbath, Technical Ecstasy, celebrating its 45th anniversary, originally released in 1976. And so this album here, it continued the band's separation from doom and darkness that had been the trademark of their earlier albums. They're exploring some new territory due to the things that were going on in the music industry at the time. This one here is a 4 CD box set, features a 60-page book, replica tour program, poster, and so forth. And we've got disc 1 in here, the original album remastered. Then we've got disc 2, which is a new remix by Steve Wilson. While not as bright as the original mix of this, the instrumentation is much less muddy on it, and the bass in particular has been really cleaned up, which is really nice. You get disc 3 in here, which are alternate mixes, and disc 4, which is live, spanning 76 and 77, featuring 10 tracks. And this one here, it just pulls right off the top like that, and we'll take that off. That's the back card that shows you what's in here, but you get the nice hardcover book there, and then you can see there's actually a tour book replica right there, and a poster, and then the discs below it. So again, very cool. I like the way these kind of smaller box sets are done. They give you a lot of material and a lot of cool little bits of memorabilia and stuff, and not a very big packaging, because with so many box sets coming out these days, it doesn't take much for these things to add up in space. All right, coming in at number 3, we've got Def Leppard CD Collection Volume 3, third in a series of 4 box sets, as you can see there, and there's one of them there behind me. And so when you put these together, they're going to, of course, make the classic Def Leppard logo. There's the back side of it with all the discs and the track listing that's on it. And of course, these just slide out right through the side on here, and they're in individual sleeves and everything. Should probably turn it around this way so you can see some of the album covers and things. And there is a book in this one, a nice hardcover one too. So this one here collects the recorded output of the band for this particular period. 6 CD box set featuring 77 tracks that include the 3 studio albums from the 2000s. And then it's got 3 discs, bonus discs that are in here featuring B-sides, demos, outtakes, and live. And what's exciting about these 3 discs here is the way that they are designed and sequenced as original or individual albums on their own. One that's titled B-Sides, another one titled as Yeah 2. So this is studio covers from throughout their career, in addition to the ones that was the original album called Yeah. And then Yeah Live, which are cover songs performed live. So you're getting 3 sort of bonus albums as part of this. And then, as I mentioned, there's that book in here which covers, you know, information on each of the albums and the time period and track by track information and so forth. So really making it worthwhile. All right, coming in at number 2, Kiss, Destroyer, celebrating its 45th anniversary. This was their 4th studio album at the time from 1976, and it is a 4 CD box set. Very nicely done. I love the way the art is, that shimmering, very cool effect there. So 4 CDs in this thing. Disc 1 has the album remastered. Disc 2 is demos, which features 15 tracks, 13 of which that have never made it to a Kiss album. So that's what made this box set so exciting and such a big draw for so many fans, was getting those 13 tracks in here that I'm really not quite sure why they never, didn't release as just an unreleased album, which they should have. Disc 3 features outtakes, alternate versions, single edits, and more. And Disc 4 is an unreleased live concert. So there is a 66-page hardcover book in here, a tour program, and then there's various memorabilia items in here, stickers, iron-on, trading cards, etc. So it's all very nicely done, very cool box set. All right, and the number 1 box set, The Beatles, Let It Be, celebrating its 50th anniversary. The album itself originally being released in 1970, so a year late probably due to the pandemic in terms of why it's being celebrated when it is, but was the final album by the band. This one is a 6-disc box set here. Disc 1 has a new mix of the original album. Disc 2 has outtakes from the Apple sessions. Disc 3 are rehearsals and jams. Disc 4 was the one that I was most interested in here. It's called Get Back. That was the original name of the album itself and features a 1969 Glenn Johns mix of the album, which is an alternate version to Let It Be. This is what was proposed as the album that ultimately didn't get used. Disc 5 is the Let It Be EP, which has some alternate mixes of tracks and things as well. And Disc 6 is Blu-ray audio of the album, plus it features a 100-page hardcover book. All sliding out through the side here, you can see the book there, and I do like the die-cut front there, and then this part in the back is what holds the discs and everything. Very, very cool box set as well. And so there you go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that, the top 10 box sets of 2021. Do check the description for links to related videos, because I have done 7 of these box sets as full individual reviews. I'm going to leave those links in the description. So if you want to know more, you want to see full unboxings and all of that, you can go check it out that way. And certainly if you enjoyed this video and everything, please consider sharing it out on social media. Help spread the word that way. I would also greatly appreciate it. All right, everyone, take care, have a great day, and I'll see you back in 2022. Bye-bye, everyone.